because every generation is gonna make up their own rules. You feel me? That's just the way it go. So, it took me all the way up until, I don't know, I think when I got out of prison, that's when I started. But every generation is going to do what it want to do, being rebellious, because that's what this illusion is. People think this got something to do with they a branch. Crips is a branch up, man. Knock all that off. I don't care who you is or none of that. You feel me? That don't mean nothing to me. Even if you was there, you did not walk outside and say, man, we're going to start the Crips because we want to be like the Black Panther. Man, knock that off. That is not what it is. Stop it. History has proven that is not what it is. Big Tipper, thank you. Welcome to the Dr. Crip Show. I'm your host, Dr. Crip. Big Tipper 3009 had a very good question. When did the Crips start wearing red? Woo! That is a good question because nobody can answer that question. Now, I have a theory about that. You feel me? And it's just like what I was saying. Every generation do what they want to do. Every generation start whatever because it's a rebellious thing. That's what it is to right now. Ain't no rules, ain't no bylaws, this wasn't started like that. People got the Crips. That's why it's an illusion. That's why it's not real. It's unrealistic. And it's the one thing that was invented because of economic pressure, slavery, joblessness, what PTSD from the police. All those things created the Crips. And don't never let nobody tell you nothing different. But they had a good question, so I was answering their question. And I was letting them know each generation always doing some goofy, dumb stuff. That's how we at the place where we at right now. Because don't nobody take no traditions, and Crips don't have no. Now they may have it individually in their hood. That's what Hood Day was created for. And now I'm gonna get into that because I'm a board member of our Hood Day. I was part of the board. So what? I didn't pay. I know that. I kicked in what I had. I had $100-something. That's what I gave. You feel me? On me at the time. But I'm the one who got the hall for cheap. So don't. Yeah, because it was in Menlo Hood. Yeah, it was my folks. The Menlos was dealing with me. You feel me? So that's why you got it for a good price. So, but they had a good question. That was a good question. When did the Crips start wearing red? See, nobody can answer questions like that because don't nobody know. Now, see, if you take my opinion, it started with the people who had money, busters or not, that thought they can get away with it. Now, people was getting checked. Yeah, you got people that was getting checked. But the first day that I seen it, that I witnessed it, it was in negativity from Mexican Money because he was coming to make a statement. And he made a statement. And I think that statement kind of generated through the whole West Side, Old Car, and everything because a little bit after that, not everybody, but, everybody from a hood that had money, when they hook up and they go to the little clubs and we catch people out there like, man, this nigga got a whole lot of red. Yeah, because people start picking, when you hear somebody do something, oh, man, he came to the park and I heard he had a big blower and he checked a bunch of, because that's what he did. That's what he did. He came up to the park, extra'd out, he wasn't going to put that blower down and squabble with nobody, but he came up to the park, he had the blower, he was extra'd out, and he had on all red. Now, that was a symbol of, fuck y'all, I'm coming to heat. I don't like none of you know, fuck this gang, but you're a part of it. So, you know, it's some, I don't want to be here, but I'm here. And, you know, that type of deal. But, you know, he came, you know, he pulled up, you feel me, and jumped out and was mobbing across. And it shocked me because I had never in my life seen nobody in Jesse Owens in all red. I was like, what? And then we was getting guns. People, the homies was getting, because people didn't know. And then you start hearing the, you know what I'm saying? Ghost was like, see, Ghost can't deal with guns. You know, Ghost was something, but he can't deal with the birders. You feel me? There's not too many people that could deal with the birders. And at that time, you know what I'm saying, you just had to be tested to see if you was a buster or not, or you was a presser. So I was both. I would be getting tested and I was pressing. You feel me? So, but I press in my own way. You know, I press with politics. You know, I'm a real politicker. Another reason why you get shot by the next generation, because your politics, you know. But nobody can answer that question. Now, the Hoovers took it on. Now, I don't know when they took it on, but they took it on big. It's kind of like that Tookie Raymond Washington thing. You say Tookie started the Crips, but Raymond Washington did it. But, you know, the white man got it that Tookie did it and all that. So it's all confused, you know. So it's one of those things, because when they did it like in a hole. I remember I seen them, I was coming somewhere, and where was they at? They was like downtown somewhere, and there was a bunch of them. And I thought it was really Don Moves, and I was like, wow. And I'm calling the homies because I thought it was something, because this is us in our sickness. See, this is all sickness. The constant development of what a person can do, whether he right, wrong, buster, or not. You feel me? You know, what this one person can action can affect across many different neighborhoods. You feel me? Not neighborhood, but neighborhoods, gangs in general. You know what I'm saying? So when he came up there like that, it was a ripple effect. You know, that went through the whole, and then somebody from over there, you know, I heard because they had money, they went to the east side, and the east side was like, you got to get up out of here because we're going to knock you down. You ain't finna stand over here like that. So he, you know, money didn't do it. He had to get up out of it. He had to get up. He was like, man, they was finna knock me down. Like, yeah, you can't just go everywhere like that. So it was one of those things, and that lasted for a long time. That lasted for a few years before I think he kind of went up, and then it went, you know how I try to balance out like boom, boom, and it's up, and then it come, and it just like, you know, it's just hanging, you know. It was one of those type of things, you know, because people, like I said, you a solid Crip in your sickness, don't want to wear red, you know, and I look good in red. I found out. I was told, like, you look good in red. Okay, thank you. But if the ripple effect of it, you know, you had to have money. And that still didn't get you by, because I seen some people get knocked out with red on. Because you think you got it like that because you got paper, that don't mean nothing. You know, that doesn't mean anything. So if you got somebody like me, that I'm not no broke and I'm not super balling like that, but I don't need nobody money. I don't need your help. I don't need nothing. I'm good. I've always been a Crip like that. So that's part of my sickness. I'm not part of no crews. You can't get me to go against the homie. You can't get me to plot and You know, hey, let's do this, you know, because I'm not doing it. So the people that wore red during that time, which was a big time, and it is certain people from certain neighborhoods, because of when the Crips start doing that, it changed a lot, because you had a hood day. Yeah, all that. You had a hood day, and that happened to us. I can't remember who it was. I got to really think about that. Somebody came to a hood day with red on, and I went ballistic, and the other homies went ballistic and handled it. See, now, during the time I get shot, I go ballistic. Don't nobody care no more. They attention is there, but I don't have those take off like the tunes and all them. I go ballistic, the tunes will go crazy. They ready to flight, whatever. Like, what's up, big homies happening? I need that. They pulling off their shirts. They ain't answering. They ain't doing no talking, no nothing. See, those times that's over with. You know, I can orchestrate something now, like the snitch walk in the park, and I'm like, woo. I do the whole, but now they want me to do the full takeoff, the whole everything, and I'm like, man, I just told you go. You know, ain't nobody. You used to have the people that want to prove themselves, and you know, like, man, you supposed to be. This is your bracket. This dude ain't even in my bracket. You know, so stuff has changed. But like I said before, those people that wore red in those neighborhoods caused a ripple effect that was negative. And it's still lasting to this day. Yeah, because of the sickness. See, all that sickness, that's an illusion. Because this is what the people who wore red said. They had money. This was their defense. Man, it can't no nigga tell me what to wear. And that was it. I'm a grown man. Now what's next? Oh, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to him because blood got bread, woo, this and that, you know, because they wear blue, but the Bloods, they don't really have that problem because they been doing that. They got the 80s on. They've been, you know, I think they've been doing their thing since the 80s. You know, that's just because I've been around them. So I know some powerful die moves. So I know, yeah. So they've been doing their thing since the 80s to fit in and get here and there and really do their homework and, you know, knock people down, you know, whatever they was doing. Or just to go to a concert or whatever, you know. Just to, you know, fit in or whatever. So once they start doing that, that was just their thing. And I think that spread from the beach all the way everywhere, wherever you at. If you're a move. But as far as the Crips wearing red, that is a great question. Now, probably you're going to see a lot of people probably trying to answer that question, this and that. And that's what I'm saying. You can't nobody answer no question like that. Can't nobody answer the question of when did the Crips start wearing red? You might can get close to it. You feel me? But you can't just say, oh, it was June, woo, because what if you a buster and you was only around for that time, you know? What if you left before then? What if you, you know, so it's too many holes in it to tell you exactly. That's why you can only go by, and I got to remember the year of what that was when he did that, when he came in the park like that, because that was a crazy day. It was historical. So if you wasn't there, you don't know. But it rippled effect across the hoods. His action rippled effect. So he didn't do nothing but give somebody courage in another hood to do it. That's it. Because nothing didn't happen to him. Now, yeah, he got threatened. Yeah, you know, but he still did what he want, you know. And it nobody, and the threats came from afar. They never came close to his face. So he did that. You know, I know he did that. One, without a clear-cut doubt, he is part of the board of it, for at least for the West Side neighborhood Crip rolling from West and all that. What you talk about? Yeah, you know, and beyond, you know, to 8 Trace, Hoovers, and everybody else. You know, he won that created that, because that what he did that day was a ripple effect, and boom. Now, did he go to other hoods and people got on him? Yeah. Ready to test that because I want to get down with you anyway. Yeah, you know where to go with it. You feel me? So he knew exactly where to go. Woo, what, you know what I'm saying? If I know I can't go over there with that on, I'm not going over there with that on. Point blank period. He's just gonna wear something else fly. You feel me? But you know, him and, like I said, the homie from over there, you know, Rich Rollin, he went somewhere, and they, you know, them two dudes is the people. So I don't know what year that was. You know, it's the 90. It's a 90 something. That's like a 90 something type of. Yeah, that's in the 90s, man. When he did that, for sure. Because he got on the homie, and I forget why that happened, because the homie did tell me, but I don't know if he just chose him to go big on like that. So everything that he did with the pulling up, getting out, mobbing, like, you know, I'm here, but you got a blower on you. You know, you know, all that. You know, didn't nobody say nothing. Then he went and checked the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, woo. And, you know, homie just didn't bow down, but he checked the homie. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, he had that thing on him. So you couldn't do too much, you know, woofing, you know, unless you had your thing on you. You know what I'm saying? And it was a few people, you know, that had their things on them, but did nobody, you know, they didn't, you know, whip nothing out on him or nothing like that. So he had full reign, you know, he went, you know, woo. You know what I'm saying? You know, but see, I'm stupid like that. And he didn't run up on me. Because burner or not, I'm going to say something to you. We arguing and all that. You're going to have to prove to kill me, because I'm not scared of, and it's verified. It's fact. Yes. Yeah, I would tell you one of the stories. Don't worry about it. But yes, it's in the med something. You know, when did the Crips start wearing red? You know, that's a very good question. And like I said, that those people that did that in those times, their actions caused a serious, you know, effect. And each hood had to deal with it in their own general way. But I can tell you what, it was only the people with money, whether you was a buster or not. Your money is the one that did that talking for you. Now, did some of the busters get caught? Yes, they did. Quite a few. But, you know, for the most part, the plot worked. It worked. You know, it got over to what it is to this day. And it just climbed slowly, you know, slowly. And then to this day, you know, but now you still got G homies and all that never wear red for that particular reason, but which is an illusion. GAMD, all that. Gang addiction, mental disorder, because all this is a mental disorder, bro. It's a mental disorder. GAMD, man. Get it from the book, man. GAMD. Go to Amazon and get it. If you got Kindle on Amazon, you can get it right now for free. If you Kindle Unlimited, you can get the book for free, man. Go read about yourself and learn why them dudes did that, wearing red in the Crip neighborhood. GAMD, man. Gang addiction, mental disorder, man. It's real. This is the Dr. Crip Show, man. I thank you for tuning in, you know.